What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, Philly the podcast. Have you subscribed yet? Have you liked yet? I don't know, but I'm gonna give you a couple seconds. This is gonna be on a couple seconds. Do it right now, right now, right now.
Believe in me anymore, like they don't see the things I see in me anymore. All the appreciated thievery anymore, no true originals left in the scenery anymore. Like what the hell these kids dreaming of anymore? Can you win when the enemy is keeping score? Like how could I trust the media anymore? They put them in an office that was scheming and getting off. They put them in college if it means they were getting more.
And we are back. You know what time it is. It's your boy Joe Castro, Philly Fresco. You know what it is. It's Philly the podcast. I'm here with my boy. But before we get into that, I do want to say one thing. Just a quick update. People have been asking me about the giveaway. So right now, 2 of the podcasts on Anchor and Spotify, everywhere, go check them out. They're at 50 views, 50 listens, whatever you want to call them. So we're halfway there on 2 of them. So, but I do have something. I know people, it's people are stimulus less, or how do you say? I don't know how you say it. But so what we're going to do is I'm 20 subscribers away from 100. It's a little, milestone, but let's shoot for it. So get me to 100 and get this video to 30 likes on YouTube, and I will pick a random subscriber and just cash out you $20. So that's what we'll do. You know what I'm saying? My little stimulus to you guys. But other than that, what we are all here for, I got my homeboy Klokwize. What's good?
What's up, bro? Buzz.
Hey, so for the people that don't know you, I'll give you a quick little, nice little George Foreman, Muhammad Ali intro, you know what I'm saying? But for those that don't know him, obviously a very big artist coming out of the East Coast. He was on First Take. He was on ESPN, had his music up there. He's done a lot of big things, was with Sugar Free out in LA, been killing it for a while. Also a very good friend of mine, so I'm blessed to have him on the show. It's a very good look. But so Clark, tell us about yourself, man. Give us a quick little overview about who you are, man.
Yeah, well, first off, I've known Joey from Mr. Philly since we were little, man, long time. Middle school stuff, and so yeah,
20 years now.
I'm proud of you. So proud of you, man. This is great. But yeah, no, I've always been in sports and music. I've had about 5 records on ESPN, mostly on First Take, and then on the X Games. So I make like hip hop music, just alternative, fun, musical, like thought-provoking, maybe hip-hop music. It's like for people that like golden era stuff, and with a little experimentation in it. And ESPN's been great because they had me do that. I did a segment for First Take that was a freestyle, like a football freestyle. They had me pick a team and just do a whole on-camera segment. And that was called First Take Flows, and they've ended up doing that as a series. But I did like the first one, and I did it about the Patriots because I grew up in Connecticut.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, for all the people that are watching, all the people that are gonna be commenting, he definitely did one about the Patriots. And
yeah, it's full disclosure.
We've known each other for a long time, so
we gotta have
fun about that. But that brings me to my next question, Clark. That brings me to my next question. How was it working with ESPN? I mean, I know you probably didn't, work hand in hand with Stephen A., but they did give you a shout out on the show, if I'm not mistaken. Am I not wrong?
Yeah, I went there. They're pretty cool as far as letting me go there a couple times and see. Like I watched them tape some of the episodes that had my music on. The way they would lease music on ESPN, when you see it from the outside, you usually see at the bottom like song now playing is Klokwize, The Rush, or whatever. And so they'll lease a song for like 30 days to 60 days on the show. So it'll run in the credits and as little segments for like 30 to 60 days. So I would go in, every time I had a song, I would go in a couple times that month and try and just show my face to see what's going on. I saw Jerry Rice one time getting his makeup done and his mic done, and I was like, wow, like I'm in here. This is ESPN. And I met Skip. I met Steven as well, but Steven's like scarier to talk to. So at the time, Skip was there, and he lives in Connecticut. So if you're a Connecticut person, that was pretty cool. And me and him just got along. We just started talking, and we just hit it off, and we like kind of bullshitted for a minute, and it was nice. We took some pictures, and then.
Yeah, younger Skip, you know what I'm saying? That's the comparison. Now that I'm seeing you guys talk in my head, like, I can definitely see that.
He's a cool motherfucker. He's so cool. He could be James Bond. Yeah, he's very cool.
As soon as I told you that, he kind of reminds me of you. If he became James Bond, of course.
No, but in all seriousness, he was very cool.
So and, which brings me to ask you this. So, like, you've done, obviously, a lot of music, and over the years, it's a grind. It's a mental and even physical. I've been on those roads with you sometimes. and physically sometimes it's just, it's grueling.
Yes.
So like you might not be the hugest, sports fan and be out there with your shirt off with no painting, with painting on your chest and everything. But I'm sure you can kind of relate, and you can see where it kind of coincides with the struggle to get into the NFL or to the NBA,
right,
and
absolutely.
the struggle to make it in the rap game. Do you see that? Like, do you ever look at any athletes and kind of mold your promos or mold your thoughts behind them?
Totally. And it gets down to, like, have you seen Jerry Maguire, famous sports movie?
Of course.
It gets down to what inspires people. And that's what he's talking about to Cuba Gooding Jr., to the player in the movie, is that, like, what inspires people is not talking about the games you didn't play in, or the gigs you didn't book, or the money you didn't make, or that you should have made more, that this person, like, that's not the stuff that inspires people. What inspires people is, like, molding of men and discipline and beating the odds, and things like that, like the human comeback story. That's the same in my industry and in football and in any of it. And like, there's a phrase that I can't quote the person, but I didn't write it, but it's famous, and it's "many are called, few are chosen." And that's how the draft is and all that shit is.
Definitely. So saying all that, seeing as, how you can relate to sports, what was your thoughts? Me and you kind of spoke on it privately, but what were your thoughts and your first reactions when you heard someone like Kobe, what happened with Kobe, rest in peace, obviously. What were your thoughts on that?
I couldn't believe it. And he meant so much more to people, you know what I mean, than just sports. And that shows you. And like, he had done so many great things with his documentaries and with his family and just with his voice. And so I could just be as sad as anybody else. I was crushed, man. Yeah,
it was a crazy moment. I bring it up because he's a Philly Eagles fan, he was.
Yeah.
And, just like you said, it's crazy how everything crosses over. What Drake said it best one time, music and sports are so synonymous because we want to be, we want to be them, they want to be us.
And they want to be us. Yeah.
So you see that a lot. So it's cool to,
And it's beautiful to, like, think about your strategy and to think about where the ball is going to be, not where it is. And, like, that's the same when you're fighting through any industry, really. Competitive thing.
That was a perfect segue. Where the ball's going to be, not where it is. So
yeah.
With that thought process, where's Klokwize going? Is there going to be more ESPN stuff? Is there going to be shows coming up? What do you think?
This obviously COVID is making things really weird for everybody, but I'm happy that I'm able to still kind of do most of what I do because I have a studio in my house. But I got some new records I'm working on. I have All Is Good that just came out, which is a great single I worked on with a singer named Asher from Connecticut. And that's just a beautiful song about the little bits in your day of, like, beautiful things you see. Even though we live in a screwed up world, like, you see a bird land on a thing or sunshine shining through. It's the little things of your day that are beautiful to you. And so All Is Good is an important, good song for people. That's out on Spotify and Apple and everything right now. And I have one I'm working on with Uncle Dave, who is did Bruno Mars and Nipsey Hussle and shit. And so that's one of my LA friends. And we have a new song that's coming out after that that's almost done. So yeah, get tuned in. It's as wrong as you can spell Klokwize. If you're not already in the boat with me, it's Klokwize. And a lot of the stuff's on
somewhere around here. So we'll have his links to his music on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll have one of his songs probably playing in the intro. So
and if you go to YouTube, you can easily find the ones that were on First Take. They're all on YouTube.
Definitely. So the real question is, when are you gonna do Philadelphia Eagles freestyle? Because the year that you did do the Patriots freestyle, they won. So we need a little bit of Klokwize karma.
This is really true. The year I did the Patriots freestyle, which was at random, it was on their channel, and then they won the Super Bowl. That's true. They owe me a medal. I want the Heisman. I want whatever the trophy is. I want all
of them. Trophy for you here at Philly, but I promise you, we'll send you
me and you are gonna write it. Let's write,
exactly.
8 bars, and I'm gonna write 8 bars, and we'll shoot it. We'll shoot it split screen, and we'll send it in.
Shout out to you. Big pun from now on because I'm sitting down. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be me from now on.
Yeah.
Hey, Klok, man. It was awesome talking to you, bro. I appreciate you coming on for a little bit, bro.
Dude, I'm just so hyped to see you. I'm so proud of you, and I love the show. You're really, like, comedic and charismatic, and, like, you're a good host, man, and this is a good thing. So keep it going. Man. Be happy to tune in, man.
So is there anything you want to say to the people? What are your socials?
So
music, Klokwize, what?
at Klokwize, pretty much everything. Like anywhere you go to listen to music or YouTube or obviously Twitter, Instagram stuff, it's just at Klokwize, spelled really wrong. But yo, I just want to tell people to like hold tight during this time and use your voice for good and stay healthy. And you know, I'll see everybody on the other side, man, and keep tuning in. Oh, and there's also some money you can win if you go subscribe to Joey's channel. You can go win this money.
Oh my God, you can win money. Yeah, $20 right now.
What? He's giving away money.
I'll take my money, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to build a family. No better way than give away free money, I guess, right? But either way, Klaus, yeah,
right.
Like I said, I appreciate you being on here, man. You are the man. You're my brother. I appreciate you. We're going to have all your stuff up. Like I said, we're going to have all his links in the description, so please do follow him if you don't already. And, you know, that's what it is. I'm going to have him say it. Can I get a Fly, Eagles, Fly?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
You know what time it is.
I mean, I never really cared what you got. I'm into giving a lot. Try to talk.